Have you ever imagined that even the most powerful man in Saudi Arabia, Crown Prince MBS, could fear someone? Who is this mysterious woman working behind the scenes, wielding forces no one dares to challenge? In this video, we will uncover the secrets behind the most enigmatic and influential figure in Saudi Arabia. A powerful woman whose quiet strength shapes the kingdom's future and even challenges the decisions of the crown prince. Get ready to delve into stories of power, family intrigue, and tightly guarded secrets you've never heard before. Now, let's explore the true story behind Saudi Arabia's hidden queen. Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, commonly known as MBS, is the crown prince and prime minister of Saudi Arabia. He is also the kingdom's de facto ruler, the most powerful figure in the nation, and one of the most influential leaders in the Middle East. His decisions shape the future of Saudi Arabia and ripple across the region. Yet, despite his immense power, one woman wields significant influence over him. She remains in the shadows, rarely seen or heard, but her impact on Saudi Arabia is undeniable. Remarkably, even with his iron grip over the kingdom, MBS is said to fear her. Who is this mysterious woman? Her story and the secrets of the Saudi royal family will leave you speechless. The Saudi royal family, also known as the House of Saud, is one of the wealthiest dynasties in the world, with an estimated fortune exceeding $100 billion. Much of this wealth stems from the country's vast oil reserves. As Saudi Arabia's ruler, Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS, personally controls significant portions of this fortune. His net worth is estimated at approximately $3 billion, making him one of the richest figures in the Middle East. MBS has gained international recognition as a reformer through his ambitious Vision 2030 plan, aiming to modernize the economy and introduce social changes, such as granting women the right to drive. These initiatives have positioned him as a leader seeking to propel Saudi Arabia into a new era, earning both praise and controversy. However, his reputation as a reformer starkly contrasts with his authoritarian leadership style. Critics describe him as a desperate power seeker with a volatile temper. Human rights organizations have reported troubling allegations, including claims that his wife, Princess Sarah, suffered domestic abuse during the early years of their marriage. These reports have fueled concerns about the darker side of his leadership, despite his image of absolute control. Among the few individuals said to wield significant influence over MBS and Saudi policy is a woman who is rumored to be one of the few people he genuinely fears. Who is this powerful figure? To answer that, we must delve into the history of MBS and his family. The House of Saud has ruled Saudi Arabia for nearly a century and remains one of the world's most powerful dynasties. Their immense wealth, derived from Saudi Arabia's vast oil reserves, has enabled them to maintain control over the country's politics, economy, and society. King Salman, MBS's father, leads this influential family. He is one of the world's wealthiest monarchs, with an estimated fortune of $18 billion, making him the third richest reigning king globally. This wealth is fueled by Saudi Arabia's oil riches and the vast investments of the royal family. King Salman ascended to the throne in 2015 following the death of his half-brother, King Abdullah. As the seventh king of Saudi Arabia, he inherited a nation critical to the global economy and the Islamic world. Despite his advanced age, now nearing 80, his reign has been marked by significant developments. Before becoming king, Salman served as the governor of Riyadh for nearly 50 years, transforming the city into a modern metropolis. As king, he is known for his strategic vision, which included appointing Mohammed bin Salman as crown prince and entrusting him with major national projects. Salman's decisions have charted the country's path toward modernization, though they have also sparked controversy due to his son's aggressive reforms and centralization of power. While King Salman now largely holds a ceremonial role due to his age and health, his legacy as a leader who laid the foundation for Saudi Arabia's current transformation remains significant. Salman served as the governor of Riyadh for nearly 5 decades, transforming the city into a modern metropolis. As king, he is celebrated for his strategic foresight, which included appointing Mohammed bin Salman MBS as crown prince and entrusting him with major national projects. Salman's decisions have charted Saudi Arabia's path toward modernization, though they have also sparked controversies due to his son's assertive reforms and centralization of authority. While Salman's role is now largely ceremonial due to his age and health, the transformation of Saudi Arabia continues to bear his influence. Salman's personal life, like his reign, is deeply rooted in tradition and familial alliances. His marriages have reflected the intricate political and tribal dynamics of Saudi Arabia, shaping not just his family but also his enduring legacy. His first wife, Sultana bint Turki al-Sadari, hailed from one of the kingdom's most influential families. Their marriage marked the beginning of a partnership that produced 6 children, 5 sons and 1 daughter. Sultana was more than just a wife. She was a confidant and steadfast supporter throughout Salman's tenure as governor of Riyadh. Known for her philanthropic efforts and contributions to society, she left a lasting legacy of compassion and service. Her passing in 2011 was a profound loss for both the family and the nation. Salman later married Sarah bint Faisal al-Subai, with whom he had 1 son. This union, though brief and ending in divorce, symbolized another significant alliance within the kingdom's tribal circles. Little is publicly known about Sarah, as she lived a private life and withdrew further from the public eye following their separation. Salman's current and most prominent wife, Fawda bint Fawla al-Hithlain, comes from the Al-Ayman tribe, a cornerstone of Saudi Arabia's history. Fawda is the mother of 6 children, including Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince. Her quiet yet pivotal presence in Salman's life has been central during his reign, offering support as he transitioned from a regional governor to a monarch. A question naturally arises. If Salman's first 2 wives bore him 6 sons, why did Muhammad, the son of his 3rd wife, ascend as crown prince and de facto ruler of Saudi Arabia? The answer lies in a blend of family dynamics, tradition, and political strategy. In Saudi Arabia, succession is not merely about birth order. It hinges on the king's trust, the heir's capabilities, and support from key figures within the royal family. Mohammed bin Salman distinguished himself early on, demonstrating ambition, leadership, and a vision for the nation's future. His economic reforms, particularly his Vision 2030 initiative aimed at modernizing the kingdom, garnered significant attention. The close relationship between King Salman and Fawda bint Fawla al-Hithlain also played a role. Known for her considerable influence over Salman, Fawda likely helped position MBS as the king's favorite. Unlike the sons from Salman's earlier marriages, MBS was raised closely aligned with his father's growing power and was entrusted with significant responsibilities. In 2017, MBS replaced his cousin, Mohammed bin Nayef, as crown prince. This was not merely a familial decision but a calculated move. By then, MBS had already proven himself as a capable leader, ready to tackle the nation's challenges. He swiftly consolidated power, sidelining rivals, and securing his position as Saudi Arabia's most powerful figure. MBS's rise to power was not a matter of luck or birth order. It was the result of his determination, his mother's influence, and his father's trust in him to lead the kingdom into the future. In a nation often perceived as restrictive to women's rights, the mother of Mohammed bin Salman and the wife of the reigning monarch wield considerable influence. Fawda bint Fawla al-Hithlain was born in 1965, making her 30 years younger than King Salman. She hails from the esteemed Al-Ayman tribe, a lineage deeply embedded in the Bedouin culture of Saudi Arabia. Her upbringing in a traditional tribal environment significantly shaped her character and perspective. Growing up amidst the vast desert landscapes, Fauda absorbed the values and traditions of Bedouin society, offering her a unique understanding of the cultural fabric of the kingdom. When Fauda married King Solomon, it was not merely a romantic union but a strategic alliance. Marrying a woman from a prominent tribal family helped bridge the divide between the royal family and the more conservative tribal factions of Saudi society. Her Bedouin heritage lent legitimacy and strengthened connections with traditional communities during a time when the kingdom was navigating the delicate balance between modernization and preserving its heritage. She was removed from the luxury and influence she would later command, growing up amidst the vast desert landscapes. From a young age, Fauda absorbed the values, traditions, and dynamics of Bedouin society, giving her a unique perspective on the cultural fabric of the kingdom. When Fauda married King Solomon, it was not merely a romantic union but a strategic alliance. Marrying a woman from a prominent tribal family helped bridge the gap between the royal family and the more conservative tribal factions within Saudi society. Her Bedouin heritage lent credibility and strengthened ties with traditional communities during a time when the kingdom was navigating tensions between modernization and the preservation of its heritage. The Queen is not a public figure and rarely appears in the media or at official events, but her influence is undeniable. As the mother of Mohammed bin Salman MBS, she played a pivotal role in shaping the man who now leads Saudi Arabia. Her close relationship with her son and her understanding of both tribal and royal cultures have given her a voice in the inner workings of the royal family. She is regarded as a trusted advisor to King Salman and a stabilizing force within the palace. The Queen's role in Saudi Arabia extends far beyond being King Salman's wife or MBS's mother. Her influence reaches deep, shaping the leader who now defines the kingdom's future. Mohammed bin Salman is known for his bold and often controversial leadership, promoting modern reforms through Vision 2030 while making contentious decisions, such as Saudi Arabia's involvement in the Yemen conflict. Behind the scenes, the Queen's Quiet Council is said to have played a crucial role in shaping these moves. As a mother, the Queen shares a strong bond with Mohammed bin Salman, giving her unique access to his decision-making process. While she stays out of the public eye, those close to the royal family report that her guidance carries significant weight. For instance, during the dramatic 2017 anti-corruption crackdown that reshaped Saudi governance, the Queen was reportedly a firm voice of influence, advising on actions that shook the kingdom and reverberated across the Middle East. Although she rarely acknowledges her role as an advisor, behind closed doors, she was pivotal during this critical moment in Saudi politics. The Queen's ability to wield such influence stems from her unique position. She blends the deep-seated traditions of her Bedouin upbringing with a profound understanding of the intricate dynamics of power within the Saudi royal court. This combination of cultural insight and strategic thinking has helped MBS navigate the complex landscape of Saudi politics, where tradition and modernity often collide. In a nation undergoing transformative changes, the Queen silently plays a vital role. Her influence can be felt in the reforms her son leads, especially those aimed at empowering women. While MBS garners much of the credit, his mother's advice ensures these changes resonate with Saudi society. She understands the delicate balance between tradition and progress, making her a vital guide during this period of transformation. The Queen's impact is not limited to politics. She is deeply involved in charitable efforts, focusing on education and women's health. Her initiatives to support women entering the workforce have left a lasting mark, even if they seldom make headlines. Her approach reflects her belief in slow but meaningful change, working quietly to improve lives across Saudi Arabia. She believes in gradual but meaningful changes, working quietly to improve lives in Saudi Arabia. What makes the Queen especially unique is her decision to stay out of the public eye. She avoids media attention and prefers to operate behind the scenes. This isn't a sign of weakness or lack of interest. It's a deliberate choice. By maintaining her privacy, she has preserved her influence and safeguarded her position, offering guidance and support without the distractions of public scrutiny. Her quiet strength makes her one of the most powerful and enigmatic figures in the world. Saudi Arabia is undergoing significant transformation, and the Queen stands at the heart of it all. With her son, Mohammed bin Salman MBS, leading the nation. Every aspect, from the economy to societal norms, is being rewritten. Though she stays out of the spotlight, her advice and influence are undeniable. She has been a steady guide for MBS as he steers the kingdom into uncharted territory. The Queen's story proves that power doesn't need to be loud to make an impact. In a nation where women are often excluded from leadership roles, she has found a way to shape the future without appearing before the public eye. Her influence operates silently in private conversations, but its effects are profound. As Saudi Arabia accelerates toward modernization, the Queen is one of the invisible forces steering its course. A mother, a trusted advisor, and a quiet yet formidable presence in a rapidly changing world, she has remained a significant figure even as MBS consolidated his power as the de facto ruler of Saudi Arabia. However, her influence also became a source of tension within the royal family. The Queen's role clashed with MBS's vision of complete control. For a leader often accused of being authoritarian and ruthless, his image as a reformer seemed more like a facade. Critics argue that beneath the promises of modernization lies a relentless ruler unafraid to employ harsh tactics, even against his own family. In 2018, reports from 14 current and former senior U.S. officials revealed that MBS had taken drastic steps to sideline his mother. According to intelligence, MBS prevented his mother from seeing her husband, King Salman, for over 2 years. This shift coincided with MBS's rapid rise to power, as he sought to eliminate any perceived obstacles to his authority, even if it meant targeting his own mother. Reports suggested that MBS offered various explanations to his father, King Salman, for the Queen's absence. One striking allegation arose during King Salman's 2015 visit to the White House. At the time, the 82-year-old king reportedly told then-President Barack Obama that his wife was in New York receiving medical treatment. However, U.S. intelligence indicated she was not in the United States. This discrepancy raised questions about the true reasons behind the Queen's absence and whether MBS had concealed her whereabouts. The move underscored his determination to maintain an iron grip on power, ensuring that even someone as influential as his mother could not interfere with his plans. In 2017, as MBS made his bold move to become crown prince, tensions within the royal family reached a peak. According to U.S. officials, he saw his mother as a potential obstacle to his ambitions. They believed the Queen opposed his swift power grab, fearing it could fracture the royal family. Mohammed bin Salman viewed his mother's influence over King Salman, who greatly values her opinion, as a potential threat. To ensure she could not interfere, MBS allegedly placed her under house arrest, keeping her hidden from her husband. In that same year, at just 31 years old, Mohammed bin Salman removed his cousin from the position of crown prince, securing control over Saudi Arabia's future. At the same time, he introduced reforms that garnered attention, such as efforts to modernize the economy and expand women's rights. These changes came alongside relentless moves to consolidate power. In November 2017, MBS launched a sweeping crackdown, detaining over 200 prominent Saudis, including princes, officials, and wealthy businessmen. The government labeled it an anti-corruption campaign, but many saw it as a means for MBS to eliminate rivals and silence dissent. The world took notice, and reactions were mixed. Then-President Donald Trump openly supported MBS's actions, endorsing the harsh treatment of detainees. Trump and his son-in-law Jared Kushner viewed MBS as a critical ally in their Middle East strategy, welcoming his aggressive leadership style. These events showcased the lengths MBS was willing to go to secure his grip on power. While promising reforms and a modern future for Saudi Arabia, MBS's actions sent a clear message. Anyone, even close family members, could be sidelined if they stood in his way. In response to reports that MBS had kept his mother, Princess Fahd bin Falah, under house arrest and isolated from her husband, King Salman, the Saudi embassy in Washington quickly issued a strong denial. Fatima Baishan, a spokesperson for the embassy, firmly rejected the claims, stating, "This is absolutely untrue. If you wish to speak to Her Royal Highness, the Princess, including directly with her, we would be happy to arrange it immediately." The statement aimed to dispel rumors that MBS had restricted his mother's movements or kept her away from the king. Saudi authorities sought to counter accusations of secrecy and control within the royal family by offering direct access to the princess. However, despite the Saudi government's denials, U.S. intelligence agencies reportedly came to believe that MBS had isolated his mother, Princess Fahd bint Allah. Officials stated that their assessment was based on a combination of intercepted communications, human intelligence, and information shared by other nations. This detailed analysis points to a complex dynamic between MBS and his mother, suggesting her absence might not have been as simple or benign as Saudi authorities claimed. While the Saudi government repeatedly rejected these allegations, U.S. intelligence findings continued to raise questions about the true relationship between the crown prince and one of the most influential women in the kingdom. Additional evidence suggesting that Princess Fahd bint Allah may have been placed under house arrest came from allegations by an individual who reportedly worked closely with her. According to this source, shared by the Gulf Institute, the Queen's detention was linked to accusations of her involvement in controversial practices. These claims, while unverified, add another layer of intrigue to the complex relationship between MBS and his mother. The source claimed that the Queen had a habit of seeking the services of African sorcerers specializing in black magic. She allegedly used these practices to cast spells on her son's political rivals, including deposed Crown Prince Mohammed bin Nayef. While these allegations remain unverified, they were cited as a possible factor in her isolation, suggesting that Mohammed bin Salman may have acted to prevent her influence from interfering with his consolidation of power. Although the notion of black magic might seem far-fetched, such accusations carry weight in deeply conservative Saudi society, where traditional beliefs and modern politics often intersect. This claim adds yet another layer of intrigue to the complex relationship between MBS and his mother, further fueling speculation about the reasons behind her absence from the public eye. After these suspicions about Princess Fahd bint Allah being under house arrest, her public appearances became exceedingly rare. For years, little was known about her activities, leading to mounting speculation about her status. However, in 2023, reports surfaced that she had traveled to Morocco for a vacation, accompanied by her security team and joined by friends, including princesses from the UAE and Kuwait. This trip suggests that the princess may no longer be under any restrictions, if such measures ever existed. Her ability to travel abroad and meet with prominent figures indicates that her influence within the royal family remains intact. It also highlights the interconnected relationships among Gulf royalty, as the presence of princesses from neighboring nations points to strong ties and mutual support within these elites. At the same time, her re-emergence raises questions. Was this trip a deliberate attempt to dispel rumors about her isolation, or was it simply a sign of her life returning to normal? While the full story remains unclear, this rare glimpse into the princess's activities suggests that her role within the royal family and Saudi society continues to carry significant weight. The story of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and his mother, Princess Fahd bint Allah, sheds light on the hidden struggles within the Saudi royal family. Mohammed bin Salman, seen as both a reformer and a ruthless leader, has been accused of marginalizing even his own mother to secure power. The allegations of her house arrest underscore the tension between his ambitions and her influence. The princess's recent reappearance suggests that she still holds significant sway as a figure with deep tribal roots and royal connections. Her role remains pivotal, illustrating that Saudi Arabia's future is shaped not only by public reforms but also by private relationships within its ruling family. What do you think about Mohammed bin Salman's relationship with his mother? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Thank you for watching.